Trump fires BLS commissioner over rigged jobs numbers. Did President Trump just fire the messenger for delivering bad news? The recent dismissal of Dr. Erika McEntarfer, head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, has ignited a firestorm of controversy. Trump alleges, without providing evidence, that McEntarfer manipulated the July jobs report for political gain. But is there more to this story than meets the eye? The July jobs report, released on Friday, painted a concerning picture of the U.S. economy, revealing a mere 73,000 jobs added, significantly below projections. And this is the part most people miss. The report also included substantial downward revisions to the previously reported job growth for May and June, totaling a reduction of 258,000 jobs. This combined data paints the bleakest picture of hiring in a 3-month period since the 2020 pandemic recession. Trump wasted no time voicing his discontent on Truth Social, claiming the numbers were rigged to sabotage his image and that of the Republican Party. He further labeled the revisions a mistake and accused McEntarfer of faking the data to bolster Vice President Kamala Harris's 2024 presidential campaign. He doubled down on these claims in public statements, asserting he did the right thing by firing McEntarfer. However, revisions to jobs data are a standard practice. The BLS's initial monthly estimates often rely on incomplete data, necessitating 2 revisions after the initial report and a further annual revision each February. Furthermore, BLS economists employ a formula to account for seasonal variations, which can amplify revisions when they deviate from expectations. This standard practice, designed to enhance accuracy, is often misunderstood. But here's where it gets controversial. While Trump has historically criticized the BLS, his administration has also lauded its data when favorable. This inconsistency raises questions about the true motivation behind McEntarfer's dismissal. Is it a genuine concern for data accuracy or a reaction to unfavorable figures? The BLS, a nonpartisan agency, provides data crucial for decision-making across various sectors. Economists, businesses, and government officials rely on its accuracy for investment, hiring, and spending decisions. Experts like Jason Furman, a Harvard professor and former Obama economic advisor, stress the importance of the BLS's integrity and the potential dangers of questioning it. He warns that manipulating such statistics can lead to economic instability, citing examples of other countries where similar actions have triggered crises. Mark Zandi, chief economist at Moody's Analytics, echoes these concerns, emphasizing the high standards of the BLS and the potential harm of undermining its credibility. He notes the unprecedented nature of this situation, expressing deep worry about the implications. The political fallout has been swift. Senator Mark Warner, Democrat from VA, accused Trump of trying to fire the ump to change the score, while Labor Secretary Lori Chavez DeRemer expressed support for McEntarfer's replacement, citing concerns about the Biden-appointed labor commissioner. This highlights the partisan divide on this issue and the potential for further political maneuvering, adding another layer of complexity. The BLS is currently undergoing staff reductions and scaling back its data collection efforts due to budget cuts. This has raised concerns about the potential impact on data quality, even prompting Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to express apprehension about the direction of travel. This situation begs the question: is the firing of Dr. McEntarfer a justified response to legitimate concerns about data accuracy? Or is it a politically motivated attempt to control the narrative around the economy? What are your thoughts? Share your perspective in the comments below. Do you believe the BLS's integrity is at risk? Or is this simply political grandstanding? Let's discuss. Republican senators criticized Trump's firing of Labor Department official. In a surprising turn of events, several Republican senators have voiced their apprehensions regarding President Donald Trump's recent decision to dismiss the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, shortly after the release of the July jobs report. This report revealed that the U.S. job market has been significantly weaker than previously anticipated, raising eyebrows among lawmakers. Republican senators have indicated to NBC News that they would take issue with the termination of Erika McEntarfer, the BLS commissioner, if it stems from Trump's dissatisfaction with the job report figures. These figures indicated a troubling trend in the job market, which has not performed as robustly as hoped. In defense of his actions, Trump claimed without providing evidence that the job report statistics were phony, and accused McEntarfer of manipulating the data to present favorable job numbers ahead of the election, potentially giving an advantage to former Vice President Kamala Harris. Senator Cynthia Lummis from Wyoming expressed her concerns, stating that if the data is indeed unreliable, the public deserves to know. However, she criticized the decision to fire the commissioner before confirming the accuracy of the numbers, labeling it as kind of impetuous. Lummis emphasized that if the president is dismissing the statistician simply because he dislikes the accurate numbers, that presents a significant issue. It's not the statistician's fault if the numbers are accurate and they don't align with the president's expectations, she remarked. Senator Tom Tillis from North Carolina also condemned Trump's decision, suggesting that if McEntarfer was dismissed merely due to the president's displeasure with the statistics, it reflects a lack of maturity. Tillis, who announced in June that he would not seek re-election, had previously clashed with Trump over the president's Big Beautiful Bill, which may have contributed to the tension. Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, who learned about the firing through a question posed by NBC News, admitted he was not well versed in the matter, but raised doubts about whether such a move would actually lead to improved job statistics. We need to rely on objective statistics. When those providing the data are dismissed, it complicates our ability to assess whether the statistics are being politicized, Paul stated. He further noted that simply firing the individuals responsible for counting the numbers would not change the underlying data. Paul had also opposed Trump's domestic policy package earlier in June, which led to him being uninvited from a White House picnic, although Trump later claimed that Paul and his family were indeed invited. Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska expressed her distrust in the job numbers, stating, "And that's the problem. When you fire people, it only diminishes trust further." Democratic senators have also criticized McEntarfer's dismissal. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer accused Trump of behaving like an authoritarian leader during his remarks on the Senate floor. Senator Bernie Sanders labeled the firing as indicative of authoritarian tendencies, suggesting that it would lead to public skepticism regarding government information. When Trump seeks only positive news, it complicates our ability to address real issues, as we remain unaware of the true situation, Sanders argued. Senator Brian Schatz from Hawaii took it a step further, describing McEntarfer's firing as reminiscent of actions taken by fascist dictatorships. Former BLS Commissioner William Beach, who was appointed by Trump and confirmed by the Senate in 2019, criticized the firing as totally groundless and warned that it sets a dangerous precedent that undermines the BLS's statistical mission. A statement from the Friends of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, co-signed by Beach, reaffirmed the integrity of the Bureau's work and McEntarfer's leadership. They emphasized that the process of gathering data is intentionally decentralized to prevent interference, and the BLS employs a consistent, transparent methodology to produce monthly estimates. The statement concluded by asserting that the BLS operates as an independent federal statistical agency, ensuring the utmost accuracy in the data it releases.